Hi everybody, Mikey from Usually Broken Cars, and today you join me to do a review on another Kingbolen product. Now, you'd have seen on my channel previously, I've done quite a few reviews for these guys in the past, but we believe in the product so much that the company that I work for has actually gone out and purchased the K10, which is their most premium product ourselves. We've also brought things like brake fluid testers as well. This is my Kingbolen K7, which is such a good bit of kit, and that's what inspired us to buy the K10. Today, I'm doing a review on their new entry-level S6. So this is under £200, has a huge amount of functionality of it. Hopefully, we're going to do a test today. So let's have a quick look in the box and see what we've got. All I've done so far is take the plastic sleeving off. We've got owner's manual, the device, and a couple of cables, and that is literally it. Got the unit out of the box, really impressed actually. So all we've done so far is to turn the unit on. And this is exactly the same menu setup that's on the other Kings as well. And what's nice about it is, and I only just noticed this, you can do touchscreen, but you can also use the buttons as well, which is quite a nice feature. And I was thinking, and Uncle Mike's behind the camera, if you've got grubby, dirty hands, you can use the buttons, save you getting dirt on the screen, or vice versa. So the actual unit itself's got a little bit on the side here. Well, he says if you can open it. You've got space for what looks like an SD card and charging port. So the unit did actually come charged up. It's got, I think, like 15 resets built into it from standard under the maintenance function. But today we're mainly going to focus on the diagnose. I've got my sister's very well cared for, but very well neglected Focus here today. So we're going to plug in, see what codes are in there, do a bit of a read and see what functions we've got on this unit. I have got to do a service, and the service light is on the car, so it might well be that we can reset it using this. So let's plug in. So the S6 is a cable operated OBD code reader. My only complaint is the cable is a bit short. Now, if you're sat in the driver's seat, that's no problem. But if you want to go for a road test and check some bits and pieces, it'd be very difficult for your passenger to have the cable reach over and for them to be able to read it. But what's also nice though is Kingbolen have listened, because it now comes with a pre-installed screen protector. So when they used to send out units, it didn't have them. So let's plug in. So another thing to note as well is this unit actually comes with lifetime updates for the software, which is, I think, a really good function. So let's hit auto search, and that's going to scan for the VIN just like all the other units. And then hopefully we should get, it's beeping already, so it's recognising straight away. It's a Ford 2013, which is correct. And we're in. So from here we've got the standard, oh that's cool. So this is a new function that I haven't seen yet. Test description about Ford models. For Ford models, okay. So basically just gives you a bit of a brief rundown on certain things to check for their ECU side of things. But we're going to do an automatic search. Switch ignition on, ignition is on. And that should now do a scan on the vehicle, hopefully. Yeah, so it's found that it's a 1.6 diesel. Loading vehicle data. And my favourite function on these, which I love from the K7, is the health report. So rather than just doing a system scan, we can do a health report. And this is cool, it never used to have a picture, so now we've got a nice image there. So there's a fault code in the ABS system. And again, I don't know anything that's in there, so this is all new to me. But we're 25% through the scan and we're 15 seconds in, so pretty quick as well. Obviously that will vary on vehicle to vehicle.
Is there a difference between your K7 speed and that? I mean,
I think the cable's quicker.
You think the cable's quicker?
I think the cable's quicker, yeah.
But I'm just wondering, like the little unit is obviously doesn't lack in processing power or anything.
No, it's
like
got 2 gigs of RAM, which for...
It's just, yeah, for a tool like that.
Yeah, it's plenty. Right, that took 1 minute and 16 seconds to do a full scan on the whole vehicle, and it gives you a nice report. So this is actually a bit different to what I'm used to. So we can actually see what the codes are. So we've got fuel injector, learning at maximum limit, and we've got battery voltage in ABS, and then all of the green systems. So that's actually found, so 11 systems, 2 faults. Produce a report. So this is really cool. This is the same as on my K7, you produce these reports. Normally you could email it to yourself, and you'd have the details in there, so if you're a garage you're able to actually put your shop information in, tells you the car, and then shows you the faults on here, so we can actually see the faults. So I really like that functionality, and I use it regularly at work and produce PDF files that I can then print and give to the customer and say, here is the scan of your car. So yeah, great functionality there. So now we can do a clear codes. What you normally do is you can email it to yourself, but just for this purpose. And how quickly was that? That's deleted those codes and none gone back in as well. So yeah, that is a really quick scan on there. If we do system scan, from here we're able to individually choose the systems that we want to use, and it will tell you, we'll be able to go through those. I'm not going to do that again because it's pointless, but again it's another option if you want to. I've just gone back one step too far, but a nice function with all of the Kingbolen software, you can go on history, see the vehicle, and we can just jump straight back into that car. It will tell you when you plugged into it, and it'll also tell you what time. So the good thing is, if you're looking at multiple vehicles at the same time, you can still jump in to multiple different vehicles and go back to them. So automatic search, go back onto there. So from here, we're able to break down and go into different things for the vehicle. So for example, I don't know, let's have a look at passenger front door module. We'll just see what functionality is in there. It all depends obviously on the vehicle. So we've had a communication error come up there. It might be that there actually isn't a system available there. So let's try one that we know is there, ABS. So we're straight in to the ABS system. From here we can read data streams, and we're able to select each of the data streams that we want to read. So for example, I don't know, let's have a look. Should be able to find wheel speed sensors. So left front, left rear, and I'm going to guess on the right, there we go. So we click OK, and we're able to see the actual registered speed values, and we can also have them as a graph as well. So if we were to go for a drive, we could see them. That's pretty cool values actually, to be fair. So yeah, you can also have all four on the screen at the same time. Another really nice feature, especially if you're having difficulty, you know, with a particular wheel speed sensor diagnosing the fault. Have all four on the screen at the same time. Hopefully you'll be able to see, you know, any dips in it. There's plenty you can do. You can also record the data as well. So if you need to come back to it again, or if you are on your own and diagnosing it, and it's obviously not safe to be looking at the screen while you're driving, record it, go for a drive, come back, analyse the data. That's a fantastic function. You can also flick between imperial and metrics. We can have kilometres an hour, miles per hour. So that's a nice little function there. So I think that's pretty cool there. Let's see. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to come out, and I'm going to see if we can reset that service light. So there's the history from our, you know, previous entries, and then go back again, and now we're going to go for maintenance. So from here we've got AdBlue resets, ABS bleeding, battery matching, so if you fit a new battery to the vehicle, brake pad resets, so again if you fit new pads you're able to tell the vehicle it's got new brakes. Reset adaptations for EGR, that's a fantastic one if you've got the functionality to do so. Throttle position sensors, DPF regen, again really popular functionality to have that on here. TPMS steering angle, but today we're going to do the oil light reset. So that's the oil light reset, like I say, with these manual procedure. But it's nice to know the functionality's there. Again, there's so many different vehicles on here, everything from Aston Martin, Audi, Bentley, Bugattis, Dacias, you know, Fiats, Fords, there's a lot of American stuff on here as well. You know, and this is just the popular stuff that it shows initially. You know, Mahindra, so if you're in the Indian market, you've got really good options there. Nissan, Vauxhall, Porsche. And then we start getting into the stuff that's less common, but massive in the Asian market. So we've got BYD, Great Wall on here. And then we've got the Asia-specific Peugeot, Citroens, things like that. So actually, the communication on this little unit is fantastic. That is absolutely next level. And even things like Pulsar and GTR. So I think for such a small unit to have all that functionality, I am so impressed with it. So some of the cool features aren't just diagnostics with this unit. From here we can also do information on repairing the vehicle. So we've got fault code library, so you can actually search for a fault code number and it will do a Google search on that. And not only that, once you've found it, bearing in mind it is a tablet, you've got Google built straight into the unit. And you've also got a coverage list, which is really good. You've got learning. Now this is actually quite a good thing that I've had previously, where you can actually go through some of the modules and it helps you to learn bits about the unit and how it works, as well as a user's manual built in. We can upgrade, but obviously we get lifetime upgrades with this unit. And files allow you to see previous reports and things like that. So there is so much more to this unit than just doing diagnostics. You're even able to, if I remember rightly, create things like PDF invoicing through it as well. Let me know in the comments below what you think. I will leave links for all of the Kingbolen products that I've used personally in the comments below. Obviously this is the S6 today, but the K7, the K10, brake fluid tester and even their Bluetooth dongle. Let me know in the comments below what you think to this unit. So keep an eye out for the future. I will be doing a review on the K10 unit that we have purchased ourselves. So yeah, thanks for watching everybody. Catch you in the next episode. Bye.